Hello. Any die-hard Bernie Sanders fans here tonight? Yeah, I was really feeling the burn. But it turned out to be just a temporary rash. Yeah. Hashtag cleared up by itself. A lot of people are in a lot of physical and emotional pain these days. Number one cause of death is now drug overdose. Wham! Hasta la vista, baby. I remember the good old days, back when Americans were happy, and the number one cause of death was gunshot wound. Yeah. Those were the days, my friends. They say that there is safety in numbers, but counting out loud didn't stop those little girls from beating the crap out of me. My ex-girlfriend was obsessed with cats. She collected 12 cats in our apartment, so I said, no more cats. Then she began to practice capture, neuter, and release. I'm single now. Hashtag food is the new sex. I'm older now, less dynamic, fewer friends. In fact, I only have 2 friends. This one is KFC, and this one is Mickey D. Yummy. I decided the best way forward was to get out a workout machine. Get a workout. Workout machines, oh, I got 4 of the goddamn things. 6 months later, there's only one that isn't covered in dust. That one is the vending machine. It has a music feature so that every time I get a Hershey's chocolate bar, it starts to play that old Joan Jett song. I hate myself for loving you. Hershey's, I love you. I want to look better, but I don't want to work out. I'd like to get a personal trainer, someone really hot to motivate me to work out, you know. But I know me, and I'd only work out long enough to seduce my hot personal trainer, and then I'd be like back into my slide into gluttony and sloth. Taking them for granted, you know. Oh, darling, love means never having to say you're gonna start working out again. I never got married, kind of regret it. Parents divorced, friends all divorced. They always complained the ex got, you know, a great lawyer, took the house and kids. I finally decided to get married, but I wanted to move the relationship ahead a few years, so I found someone who already hated the sight of me, and then I just gave him all my stuff. Here, just take it. Yeah, I accomplished that. Check the box. The New York Post reported that the male escort services in Cleveland were booming during the Republican National Convention last month. When asked by a reporter what the average female client requested in the way of services and how much these services cost, the escort service owner replied, "Female?" I recently read a book of pickup lines, just, you know, to help me with my socialization skills. Every guy needs a little help, tell the truth. I mean, nobody's perfect. It was called How to Pick Up Girls by Bill Cosby. Yeah, my favorite line was, "Does this drink taste like Rohypnol to you?" It probably worked pretty good. I have a lot of neurotic fears. I'm afraid I might be gay. Yeah, I'm also afraid I have colon cancer. Just unreasoning neurotic fears. My doctor said, you're fine, don't worry about it, go home already, go home. But I told him, "Doc, I have got to be sure." He looked at me and he said, 13 colonoscopies is plenty. Hashtag hold me, Doc. It seems like only yesterday when the first iPad came out. We are living in the era of the 5th generation iPod. This will be the 5th one. Yeah, amazing. The next one will be the MaxiPad. Yeah, it's the only one with a string. And there is such a thing as too much connectivity, people. I mean, what kind of data will they be collecting and why? Well, they've monetized everything else. Hashtag Internet of Furry Things. Fill Philadelphia was the site of the Democratic National Convention, and it's also conveniently known as the city of brotherly love. Oh, that's sweet. Brotherly love is still illegal in all 50 states, unless, of course, one of them is adopted. Then it's cool. Then it's cool. A union organizer was knocking on doors to sign up, food workers. Knock, knock on the door. Sir, I represent Meatpackers 401. We want you to form a local union in solidarity. Okay, sure, but there's only one problem. What's that? I'm not sure what to call it. Well, we're the Meatpackers and the Cheese Packers Union. Well, that's the problem. We make fudge. I was planning not to watch the Rio Games, the Olympic Games, because, well, International Olympic Committee bribes in the millions and millions of dollars, epic building contracts used to siphon off billions from poor people. But I changed my mind. I am planning to watch the water sports. Hundreds of the world's greatest swimmers, rowers, and sailors competing for gold. These people have trained for decades of their lives for this one contest. Billions of TV spectators will watch as they swim in the human excrement of 7 million people. A spectacle we can all be proud of, I mean, Hitler's 36 Olympics didn't force people to eat poop. Hashtag eat poop and die, mofo. My girlfriend and I have an open relationship. I allow her to sleep with anyone she wants, as long as that person is female. All I ask is, don't bring home any diseases. We've decided together just to keep the ones we've got already. Hashtag 8 is enough. The former head of the CIA is named Mike Morrell, which means Mike the Mushroom. He's a little pale. Check it. The top spy is a mushroom, and his job description, spy, is to keep us in the dark and feed us poop. Sounds like we're the mushroom. Hashtag what's in a name? What two things do McDonald's and Subway fast food restaurants have in common? One, both are soulless corporations selling slop with chemically addictive ingredients while hiding behind a couple of healthy side orders. And two, both employ frontmen that are pedophile clowns. Yeah. Pretty sure that if left to their own devices, Ronald McDonald and Jared would both eventually become serial killers. So, they represent better than you thought. Yeah. Hate myself for loving you. These fries are good. Some people are fans of pop icons, They get into pop culture and they just got to follow these famous people, Everything they do, pop icons. I'm a fan of the Founding Fathers. Dead people are more reliable. They don't change. That's why, unlike an out-of-control Disney princess, George Washington will never morph overnight from the wholesome girl next door into a slutty caricature masturbating with a giant finger in front of millions of 10-year-old girls. He can't let us down because he's dead. My favorite founding father is Ben Franklin. Yeah, he was the true genius behind the American Revolution. He was the world's most famous scientist as well. He also started the 1750s version of Twitter and Facebook called Poor Richard's Almanac. Yeah, his fame will endure long after all the other founding fathers fades because he didn't own any human beings. Yeah, a real plus. Granted, the bar is kind of low. However, he did troll everyone, pretending to be a woman named Martha Careful. Yeah. See, he really was ahead of his time. Hashtag nobody's perfect. Downton Abbey and Harry Potter have ended, but there's a spin-off, a combination of the two, called Harry Abbey. In Harry Abbey, a group of magic-obsessed Preteens become trapped in a pre-adolescent fantasy world and grow up to be emotionally stunted, sexually repressed, chronically unhappy adults who dress up for dinner and other important occasions while sabotaging each other's happiness when they're not actively running away from their own happiness. Yeah. Hashtag Anglophilia feels so good. Roger Ailes is the Jabba the Hutt of Fox News. Yeah. He allegedly made demeaning demands of his female employees. Yeah. Now, allegedly, if your boss looked like Jabba the Hutt and demanded a blowjob at your performance review, would you? Remember, the average middle-class family can float on savings for only 3 weeks and then they are broke. So, if you don't blow Jabba, the odds are you'll either be living in your parents' basement or living in your car. See how the new economy works for all of us? Baka choda, princess. My girlfriend feeds me constantly. I'm force-fed like a goose in France or a wrestler in Japan. I lost that lean, hungry look, that ripped look, you know. Now I'm domesticated. I went from lone wolf on the hunt to a cocker spaniel asleep on the couch. Yeah, she made me fat and undoable, unsexable, in order to protect me from her hot girlfriends. I worry now that she's made me, remade me exactly how she wants me, she's going to decide she doesn't want me anymore. Gee, thanks, baby. Where were you when I was 10 years old, when I needed you? Hashtag our house burned down and my insurance refused to pay. Said it was lightning, an act of God. What? I said, how do you know? Do you talk to God? Yes, sir. Corporations are better than people. We have a hotline straight to the boss. Let me have that thing. Crap. Hello, God, are you there? Yes. Why, God? Why? Tell me why. Listen, punk. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're gonna say. I'm a good person. STFU, punk. Toughen up and get on with it. I gave you Mozart, the Sistine Chapel. I gave you bacon and boobies. Don't press your luck, kid. And stop touching yourself. Hashtag God tough loves you. Fat people are good people, but they're always out of breath, a little sweaty, you know? They're either headed to the buffet or the bathroom. I see like a 300-pound, 350-pound person, and I think, I know that they are better than me. I know they are, because I could never get someone else to wipe my ass for me. Not even once, never mind on a daily basis. Hashtag, they must be saints. I went to a Little League game, watched my kid hit a single, steal second base. The third base coach was giving him signs, and it turned really elaborate, And then obscene, he started, it was awful. And I asked the head coach, what's with this guy, coach? Why is he flipping everybody off? Your third base coach is out of control. He said, we don't have a third base coach. That's just a deaf-mute guy with Tourette's syndrome. Hashtag, just let it go. The farthest, fastest way to a man's heart, contrary to popular opinion, is not through his stomach, but you are headed in the right direction. Hashtag, You. I'm a feminist. I believe sex is every woman's right. Safe sex is every woman's right. In fact, it is 100% every woman's responsibility. Girl asked me if I had any protection. I said, sure, and I whipped out a rosary. Say 10 Hail Marys and I promised to call you in the morning. Condom? Oh yeah, in my wallet. Had a rough ride for 3 years. Expired. Oh, the writing's rubbed off the package, but I can just make out the date. Yeah. Oh, 2013. Hashtag nothing sadder than expired wallet condom. A nation defines itself by who we are not. We need enemies to define us. Since we lost the Nazis as enemies, everything has gone downhill. All we do is turn on each other. We need a new enemy. Terrorism's too vague. We need an enemy that you can really sink your teeth into. Gut check enemy, you know? Republicans since 1964 had black folks, but that's kind of cliche. Then it was gays for a while, but most of us, we would just refuse to get sucked into that gay thing. Oh, hate the gays. The rabid, the rabid anti-gay guys, they kept getting caught with some male prostitute. Yeah. Ooh. Where there's smoke, there's fire. Would like to just float a compromise. Run it up the flagpole, see if anybody salutes it. What about fat people? That's right, fat people. I don't mean 20 or 30 pounds overweight. We're all 20 or 30 pounds over. I mean the super heavies. Obese folks who are carrying around a whole other person. We could hate the fatties. Ever sit next to a super heavy on a plane? Oh my God. Ever tried to get to the buffet at Golden Corral without getting trampled? Ever smell a 350-pound man sweating out a fever in a small room? We don't need violence, just enough hostility so we stop attacking each other for a change, so we can avoid civil war, for crying out loud. We'll start an ad campaign, a political movement that will unite us all in our antipathy, our shared antipathy to fatties. Who are we? We are not them. We might even, eventually move them out to a distant state. A flat area. There's no reason to be unnecessarily cruel. A flat state. We could call it Fatty Town. Hey, it isn't perfect, but it beats class war and race war. Hashtag, won't you take me to Fatty Town? Ever see those hot tub guys on TV? No matter how average looking this dude is, once they buy a hot tub, they think they're like Hugh Hefner in the Playboy Mansion Grotto, waiting for Miss July and Miss August, like Jaws waiting for 2 baby seals on their first swim. When I have a few cocktails and get in a hot tub, after 15 or 20 minutes, my guy is drunk. Oh man. Hashtag so sad. Pass the daiquiris. There are new dating shows that really trip me out. On one of the shows, the two people, they meet, they immediately get naked in front of each other and the world before 2 words come out of their mouths practically. Seems like the show could at least buy them a drink first. There's another show, even more blatant, called Naked Attraction, where all the guest is shown is a selection of genitalia. Little fuzzy muffins or little willies or not so little willies. The person gets to choose their date from among the various penises and vaginas of their choice. Keep it classy. I'm going to pitch an idea for a new show. Okay? Bear with me. It's called glory hole. The guests enter, disrobe, places their genitals through a slot, an opening in a stall, and they can either withdraw or stay the course, so to speak. If they stay the course, they get $1,000. It is only after the sex act is complete that the guests get to see the person or whatever emerge from behind the wall. They can then agree to meet again or decline a second act. Hashtag, you wonder why they hate us?